Hello my warriors, welcome to another video. Let me stop. Oh my goodness, you're gonna see me light, you're gonna see me dark. I took my glasses off because I hate the reflection, but we're not gonna be too long. And excuse the little blue thing on my head. This is a band just to try to keep the edges down. And if you look at the video before this one, I had got my hair done, and it'll give you all the information if you're interested. But today, let's talk about it. Why is so many people relationships falling apart? I look at in the last 2 years, so I'm gonna look at during the time of, we call it the C thing, if you get what I'm saying. C thing 19. Okay. So many people, relationship is falling apart. So I was listening to, looking online on YouTube, and it says Serena and I guess her husband, she unfollowed her husband. They're following each other in certain things, but whatever, she unfollowed him. I don't know how true that is. I'm just going by the YouTube streets. So my thing is, I'm looking at right now, you have some people, they're trying so hard to make money, whichever way they can. People don't understand. First of all, people is complaining about, oh, people sitting at home living on unemployment, da 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 da. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. Now, if you look at the timeline of how long has that person been working, have they, worked on jobs for years at a time? That's what they have to look at. Because when you look at it, unemployment is to help you find another job. So it gives you money so that while you are looking for a job, it can help you pay your bills. So if you are making, say you were making $15 an hour. We're going to just say that because that's where it stands right about now. You're making $15 an hour. Are you going to go to a piece of joint where you're only making 10? No. You want to find what you were making. But because so much stuff has happened, you go to these restaurants and they only have 1 or 2 people working. They say they're hiring. But my thing is, are they hiring to give people hours, or are they hiring to have enough people in the shop? That's the difference. If you are hiring to give people hours, then you would have been filled already. So you can't be hiring for that. And then a lot of people, they are scared of this C thing. This C thing ain't no joke. She got to be a woman, because she don't mess around. You know how Trina say she the baddest bee out there? This C thing say she 5 times better than Trina. Okay? So you have to look at all of that. And, people are just really scared. I mean, you want the person that you are in love with to come home, go wash their hands, take their work clothes off, take a shower, get cleaned up, and then you can do all that hanky-panky and afterwards. But when that person that done worked all day come home and they tired as could be, they don't want to do no hanky-pankying because they are tired. But what that person should do is say, okay, I'm with this person. We're in a committed relationship. I don't want nothing to happen where one of us is out there doing what we ain't got no business doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of those days and I'm going to have it a date night so that we can work on the physical part of our relationship. Now, when it comes down to finances, a lot of time it's just one person doing it because, so many people like me do the budget planner and they plan everything. But sometimes maybe you can involve that other person. When you're doing, like, I'm telling you, I am so late because, trust me, I've been beat. I just did my October planner. And I love using stickers, so I'm pretty much out of stickers. So I got to keep an eye on Joann, Michaels, and Hobby Lobby to see who has a sale. Because the sticker book that I like, it costs about $19, and I don't want to pay that. I'd rather pay half or pay $13. I don't want to pay no $19, but I don't have to. Because right now I'm looking for me a planner for next year. I'm going to continue to do my personal planner. I'm going to continue to do my budget planner. And I'm going to continue to do my business planner. My business planner is kind of slowing down. It's really not slowing down. I haven't really been putting myself out there. And I was waiting on my computer. I got it. And I'm just waiting for someone is going to help me be able to put all my business in my computer. So that's what the delay is. It's like a computer tablet, but it looks awesome. And I'm paying monthly for it, so until I pay it off. So that's one thing that can help a relationship. Y'all plan y'all stuff together. When you plan it together, it makes it so easy. I seen someone today, I don't know who she is. I cannot remember who it was. But I was looking at a lot of stuff, listening to a lot of stuff she was saying, and it makes a lot of sense. And I do the same thing she was saying. So I say, you know what? Starting today, I'm going to work very hard on doing my budget to the T. I'm going to give myself an allowance. And, you know, hey, I even have an envelope for that say spending money. But because I don't really carry that around, I just say what I'm going to do is just take the spending money out and just stick that in my, because I'm carrying a smaller purse. So I'm probably going to give that purse a rest, hopefully next month. So I know I haven't even showed y'all my video, my purse video, but I'm going to show it to you. I'm sorry this is getting dark. But I am sitting in my bed. I just moved back in my room because I was sleeping in the living room on an air bed because it was lower and because of my leg and my lungs. And as you can see, let's look at the ceiling. That's the ceiling. You see how close I am to the ceiling? That's how high my bed is. So I have to step on a, you know, like a little step stool and to get on the bed. So I don't be wanting to fall. But, you know, TMI, or however you want to say, that's my business. But anyway, normally I would have been where there's more light. I can't, you know what, let me go ahead and turn the light on. I'm going to turn the light on. I'm trying not to fall, y'all. Okay. That looked much better. Yeah, I had the light off because, you know, the sun is still out. That's why I didn't want to turn the light on. But, let's get back because we're going a lot of places, but it's making a lot of sense. I know I look a hot mess. I look crazy with this thing on my head. But I have no makeup on, so y'all forgive me. And that's because you see I'm so red up in here. I gotta get this fixed. But first thing we talked about was budgeting. Y'all can do it together. And then making time for your spouse. So y'all can go, I mean, honestly, y'all can have one date night a week. You should have one day or one night a week where you and that person do something that y'all love to do. Even if you decide we're going to stay home, eat popcorn, watch a movie like on a Saturday night, and you say, you know, we can play Monopoly. You know, you got to find ways to still make it, you know, good. Because of all of this mess, that C thing, she a mess. She going around just tearing up stuff. And she ain't done yet. And the last time I said she wasn't done, look what happened to me. I got caught in her little drama. And I wasn't even listening to her. I wasn't paying her no never mind. I was protecting myself from her. And I still got stuck in the crossfire. But I'm here. But that's, you know, like I say, the two things we talked about. And another thing is when you have a health condition And it's like you got to constantly go back and forth to the doctor. Because I'm a living witness right now. I done went to this doctor, right? 3 times. Now, he's adorable. He will answer any questions. He come in the room with me. He's not uncomfortable like the ones that was in the hospital. But I'm giving that man ching 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 $100 a visit, and I gotta still go back to him in a month. So he made me an appointment where we're gonna check in here my lungs. I'm gonna do the CT scan first of here, and then my leg I'm gonna do it another time because I guess it's 2 different visits. So I always try to put it around my schedule where I need to be there at 9:45. So I'm just looking at, I'm gonna have a short day of work. But normally I take someone else to the hospital, and I mean not the hospital, the doctor. So when they're in their appointment, because their appointments kind of go over an hour or so, I jump in my car and I start pushing them orders like it ain't no joke. And then they just text me, hey, I'm done. I go back and pick them up, drop them off wherever they want to go, and then boom, I'm back pushing them out. That's why I love my job. I love it because I'm able to do what I need to do. So you have to really pray to work things out. And what I have realized, sometimes people may treat you a certain way because of you the closest thing to them, and it's what they're going through, and they may hurt your feelings so bad that you want to just not be their friends anymore. But you have to look at the fact that sometimes it is what they're going through while they're doing what they're doing, and the only thing you can do is ask God to help you get through it, because it's hard. I sit here and I think about my future, and I'm really gonna work hard because I am under 50. Okay, that's all y'all need to know. And like I used to joke, I still joke around. I said when I turn 50, I'm gonna start going backwards. You know how most people turn 50 and they hit 51. So when I turn 50, when the next year come, I'm going back to 49. Because your girl is finna to get it together. Right now I'm working on my health. The only thing I can say to Miss C thing is she did get me back in line with my supposed to be diabetic, which I'm not going to claim it because it is something that I can fix and that I will fix. And I will be non-diabetic. My goal is, I'm still trying to lose. She kind of helped me out there too. I lost about close to 30 pounds when I was in the hospital. In between going to, before the hospital and in the hospital, I lost about 30 pounds. So I did pull 10. I pulled 10 back. It was a 10. I think it's less than 10 because I'm still losing it slowly. But I had pulled maybe 10 back because I had started eating again. And my goal is I want to be 165. So I don't have too much. It's a little bit, but not a lot to go. And I want to be there by next year because I want to take it off slowly. Because if you take it off too fast, sometimes it come back too fast. Just like that was the reason why, because I lost so much weight so fast with the C thing, and it came back fast, but at a halt. I didn't gain it all back and more. I just gained a little bit of it back. So maybe 10 pounds I gained back. So I still lost 20 pounds in reality that stayed off. So I know I'm everywhere. I'm always everywhere. I won't be Mz.TreZena if I'm not. But just look at your relationship and try to remember who that person was before C-Thing came around. And sometimes you have to say, okay, before C-Thing came around, we were in love. We didn't want to be without each other. That's what you have to look at. Because I've seen so many people, and like even in the YouTube community, I've seen King and Neek, they're not together no more. I don't know about Common and Corey because I really didn't follow them too much, but I was told they're not together. I don't know. So don't take this as a fact. I'm not sure. Um I'm thinking that Chrissy and her ex-husband, it might have happened before, but I'm not sure. I can't really remember the time. It theirs might have been a little different category, but she's happy now, and that's all that matters. um I've seen even on what is that thing called, Huntsville, Marriage and Huntsville, one of their people, two of their people are not together, but one of them, I think it had a lot to do, maybe with the C thing, but then the other one, he made his mistakes and he shouldn't have did what he did. So, it's like this situation going on, it really makes a person go crazy. Because me, for example, I'm having a problem with my leg. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the timing because I told you I wasn't going to be out here too long. But I'm looking at the problem with my leg, and the problem with my leg, it kind of slows me down. But your girl is still off the chain. Right now, I have a project that I'm working on that I have been trying to do this. Well, I don't know. I can't really say this particular thing I cannot say this particular thing. It's been about 3 to 4 years. But the meaning of this thing I was trying to do 4 years ago, but then I came up, due to C thing, I came up with another plan that still had the same thing to do with it, but it's better. So that video will be coming soon, maybe next Tuesday. We'll see. I still have my jewelry going. I haven't really made much jewelry. The good thing about it is it worked itself out. I have not made any jewelry since I got the C thing. So before I had like slowed down a month before I got the C thing. So I felt so good about that because I wouldn't want to give nobody no germs. And the reason why people was like, you put your jewelry in Ziploc bags. And I'm like, yeah. So it was protected. All I did, and then it was in a container. So Ziploc bags and a container. So that's just double protection. So I was so proud of myself that I did not have any jewelry that could have been contaminated. I was so happy. I said, God always work it out the right way. But remember, this Let's Talk About It was, why are people breaking up due to the C thing? And like I said, number one, they're not making time for each other because they're working their butts off trying to make it, because a lot of companies are understaffed, so that person has to work double time. Number two, person might have been coming from doing unemployment. Now they're trying to get themselves on track with the job they do have, and it's probably less money than possible. Number three, sit down and budget with that mate. Figure out a plan that both of y'all, that's my dryer, where both of y'all can be happy at the same time. And number four, what was we talking about? My mind is whoop. Number four, think about the past, when y'all were happy, and work on that, because due to C thing, she has gotten people really sicker than they was if they had a pre-existing condition. She made it even worse because so many people get this C thing, then you got to sit there and go to the doctor, all the time, so it's taking up your money. So you have to look at all of that. So if I was a help, which I hope I was, give it a big thumbs up. If you are not a warrior yet, what you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Then hit the notification button to be notified of all videos. Along with share this video. Let them know what your girl is doing. At least share with one person. I share with 7 people every time I push something out. And I watch it. I share right then so that people can see this is what Mz.TreZena doing. I'm not perfect. I'm trying to get back on track. It's kind of hard because of how exhausted I be. So Thursdays I always take off of work, because that's my day off. And the other days I'm hustling as hard as possible. But I enjoy my job because I work when I need to work. Meaning if I have to take an appointment, I can still do it. A lot of jobs, it's like right now you can't really do that. So it's drama. So I want to thank you once again for watching. Later.